had I a golden thread and needles so fine, I'd weave a magic strand of rainbow design, of rainbow design. Far over the waters I'd reach my magic band to every human being, so they would understand, so they'd understand. Listening to Sonny Terry and Brownie McGee, two old friends. We've known each other for 25 years. We don't get to see each other so often because they're busy touring around this country or around the world. And I'm traveling too. But every now and then our paths cross and we get an opportunity to sit down and swap a few songs and stories.
I got the key to the highway.
All right.
Build out, I'm bound to go. I want to leave here running because walking is most too slow. Now give me one more kiss, darling, just before I go. If I leave this time, I may not come back no more. Sure the sun keeps on shining in the good Lord skies above. I'm gonna keep on walking the highway till I find me someone to love. I woke up this morning, put on my highway shoes. Didn't take me very long till I had those old highway blues. What'd you do about it? What'd you do then? I walked out on the highway. Oi! That old Greyhound bus had gone. Studying about the girl that I love, and I sure went walking on. Walk it down, sonny boy, go ahead. Walk it right, walk it right. I've been from the Golden Gates, oh yeah, California, to the rocky shores of Maine. I've traveled the highway so long till the highway is my middle name. I'll eat my breakfast right here in New York City. could get my dinner in New Orleans. I'm the highway walkingest man that the world has ever seen. So long, people. I soon will say goodbye. Gonna roam these highways until the day I die. Hey, 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 hey. Woo!
Brownie, it sure is good to hear that guitar. And Sonny, it's good to hear that harp.
Thanks.
You mentioned 25 years ago. I think that's what I was playing when I made my first trip to New York. I was walking. The Greyhound bus caught me. Yeah, that was my theme song. I got the key to the highway. I didn't know what the key was. This is it. My old guitar.
That's right.
That's the key to the highway.
Well, I remember when you and Sonny came around to what we call Almanac House, where Woody Guthrie and me and some others had a kind of cooperative apartment, and we started playing Saints Go Marching In. It was about 1 o'clock in the morning, and we were having more and more fun. And about 2 o'clock, if you remember, somebody threw a whiskey bottle against the side of the building from across the car. All we heard was a clink of glass, and I looked out the window and realized the neighbors were trying to sleep, and we were trying to keep them awake.
It was going on all night long. It was on 6th Avenue, wasn't it?
Yeah. On 6th Avenue, just, well, Greenwich Village.
Yeah.
Those were the first hootenannies we had. Now the word hootenannies everywhere. It's even on candy bars. I saw that candy bar, did I? No, I threw away the wrapper.
I often tell people about the first hoots, how they originated, you know, and they begin to now believe it.
Things like ancient history. You might as well be talking about George Washington or something. Every Sunday afternoon, the Almanac Singers would have a rent party. We'd charge 35 cents at the door, and maybe 100 or more people would crowd in. We'd sit around all afternoon singing songs. And other friends who liked to make music would drop in, Burl Ives and Lead Belly, and, of course, you too. And we might, usually, somewhere in the afternoon, I'd play a banjo piece. So let me try one now on the key of G. Key of G.
Sounds mighty familiar.
You ought to see my Cindy, she lives way down south. She's so sweet, the honeybees swarm around her mouth. Get along home, Cindy, Cindy, get along home, Cindy, Cindy, get along home, Cindy, Cindy, I'll marry you someday. First to see my Cindy, she was standing in the door, shoes and stockings in her hand, her feet all over the floor. Get along home, Cindy, Cindy, get along home, Cindy, Cindy, get along home, Cindy, Cindy, I'll marry you someday. Play her song. Well, Cindy got religion, you know just what she done. She went up to the minister, chawed her chewing gum. Get along home, Cindy, Cindy, get along home. Oh, get along home, Cindy, Cindy, I'll marry you someday. Cindy is a peach, throwed her arms around my neck and hung on like a leech. Get along home, Cindy, Cindy, get along home, Cindy, Cindy, get along home, Cindy, Cindy, I'll marry you someday. You want to take a verse? Keep on playing. apple hanging on a tree. Every time my Cindy passed, she'd take a little bite of me. Get along home, Cindy, Cindy, get along home. Oh, get along home, Cindy, Cindy, marry you someday. If I had a thread and needle, fine as I could sew that gal to my coattails, down the road I'd go. Get along home, Cindy, Cindy, get along home. Cindy, Cindy, get along home. Cindy, Cindy, I'll marry you someday. One more time. Hey, Sonny. Every time we get together, I ask you to sing that old song of old Lead Belly's. He used to come around to the hoots, you remember?
Yeah, that's right.
And funny, I guess as long as he was singing this song, we didn't sing it so much. He sang it so well. Yeah. But I think he'd be awful proud the way the whole world has picked up his music. Wherever he is, old Hudie would be just so happy to know that millions of young people picked up his song, didn't forget him. And he himself, of course, never made any money. He was on relief half the time, you remember? Because some people thought, well, that old-fashioned music. And it wasn't until after he died that people really started picking it up. Good Night, Irene, Midnight Special.
That's right.
Bring Me a Little Water, Sylvie. But you know the one I'm thinking of, Rock Island Line.
Okay, that's a good one, Pete.
What key you gonna do that in?
F.
Really? I don't know if I can keep up with you. I'll try it. Try it with this guitar here.
Still the Rock Island Line, so what? You got to have a ticket nowadays. You just can hope on.
Okay, start her off.
Rock Island Line is mighty good road. Rock Island Line is road. Rock Island Line is mighty good road. If you want to ride it, got it right like you find it. Get the ticket at the station at the Rock Island Line. Well, the Rock Island Line is mighty good road. Well, the Rock Island Line is road to ride. Well, the Rock Island Line is mighty good road. If you want to ride it, got it right like you find it. Get the ticket at the station at the Rock Island Line. Well, the A, B, C, and the X, Y, Z.
Cats in the corner, but they can't see.
Oh, the Rock Island Line is a mighty good road.
The Rock Island Line is
a road to ride.
The Rock Island Line is a mighty good road. If you want to ride it, got it right like you find it. Get the ticket at the station at the Rock Island Line. All right. Well, the Rock Island Line is a mighty good road. Well, the Rock Island Line is a road to ride. Well, the Rock Island Line is a mighty good road. If you want to ride it, got it right like you find it. Get the ticket at the station at the Rock Island Line. Well, I may be right and I may be wrong.
You know you're gonna miss me when I'm
Rock Island Line is
mighty good.
the Rock Island Line is the Rock Island Line is mighty good road. If you want to ride it, got it right like you find it. Get the ticket at the station at the Rock Island Line. If you see me coming, you better step aside.
A lot of men didn't, and a lot of men.
Woo! The Rock Island Line is mighty good road. The Rock Island Line is the Rock Island Line is mighty good road. If you want to ride it, got it right like you find it. Get the ticket at the station at the Rock Island Line. All right, Brownee.
It's a mighty good road if you want to ride.
Well, Rock Island Line is a mighty good road. Well, Rock Island Line is the road to ride. Well, Rock Island Line is a mighty good road. If you want to ride it, got it right like you find it. Get the ticket at the station at the Rock Island Line. Oh, put a Evelina sitting in the shade.
Digging on the money that I ain't.
Woo! Rock Island Line is
It's a mighty good road.
the Rock Island Line is the road to ride. The Rock Island Line
It's
is
a mighty good road.
if you want to ride it, got it right like you find it. Get the ticket at the station at the Rock Island Line.
It's a mighty good road if you want to ride.
Well, Rock Island Line is well, Rock Island Line is well, the Rock Island Line is
It's a mighty good road.
if you want to ride it, got it right like you find it. Get the ticket at the station at the Rock Island Line. Well, the Rock Island Line.
It's a mighty good.
Well, the Rock Island Line. Well, the Rock Island Line.
It's a mighty good road.
If you want to ride it, got it right like you find it. Get the ticket at the station at the Rock Island.
Oh, me. Stick around now. We'll be back in a minute. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Brownie, we've sung some old songs, and I know you've written a whole batch of new ones. How about singing a new one?
Yeah, I would like to do one. It was just a little while ago, I couldn't believe my eyes. It was just a little while ago, you know I was really surprised. Walked in a place the other day, I couldn't believe my eyes. The Frigidaire was in the living room, boys, was I surprised. I made my way into the next room, I couldn't believe my eyes. And you know what I found going on in there? You know I was really surprised. The cat was sleeping on the stove, dog laying on the table, and all the food in that house didn't even have a label. I made my way to the next room, I couldn't believe my eyes.
What did you see, man?
And Sonny, what I found going on in there, you know I was really surprised. Hats and coats were all over the floors, chairs hanging on the wall. The greatest sight that I'd ever seen, that was a canary playing with a ball.
Yeah.
I made my way into the next room, I couldn't believe my eyes. And what I saw going on in there, you know I was really surprised. You may think that I'm lying, but let me tell you this.
What about it, man?
Everything in that house looked like it had been doing the twist. I made my way into the dining room, I couldn't believe my eyes. You know what I found going on in there? People, I was really surprised. The roaches, they were playing a game of golf. Toothpicks and a potato. And a rat was walking off with a loaf of bread, telling the cat, I'll dig you later. I made my way into the living room, I couldn't believe my eyes. And what I saw going on in there, I wasn't the least bit surprised. The telephone was off the hook, buzzing like a jet machine.
Yeah.
Then I heard a noise just below, sound like the U.S. Marine. Then I made my way right straight to the basement, and I couldn't believe my eyes. And what I found going on down there, believe me, I was really surprised. But I began to dig the beats, made my soul feel good, when I realized where I was in an integrated neighborhood. It was a big house, I was having myself a ball.
Woo! When'd you make that up?
Oh, I was raised about a year or so ago in California.
Oh, me.
Couldn't believe my eyes, and I told Sonny that story. He said, man, you have to tell that again. I don't believe it was not. But it was the truth. That actually happened.
How many songs have you made up?
Well, in the last 2 years, Pete, I reckon I've got about 50 or 75 that I have recorded, and some of these I haven't.
New one?
Yeah, new ones that I have recorded since. And I've got quite a number of them I haven't even played yet.
Well, I've always said that the best singers I ever knew always were making up songs. And I think this has always been true all through history, that a person who liked to sing will find himself at some time getting an idea for a new song and putting it together. Sometimes you take over old ones and change them.
That happens well.
Well, I've done that myself. Lead Belly did it.
Oh, yeah.
And old Jimmy Rogers, the fellow, the yodeling brakeman, do you remember his records?
Oh, yes.
He was famous for the yodeling blues, but actually most of his blues I think he took from old ones and just sang them in his new style. So when somebody complains nowadays, said, I don't recognize that old song, they're playing it in too new a style. I said, that's what they've been doing all the time.
Did he have Blue Yodel #1? I think it went to 15, didn't it?
Yeah, let me play one of his blue yodels. Well, it's T for Texas, T for Tennessee. T for Texas, T for Tennessee. And it's T for Thelma, that gal that made a wreck out of me. Well, if you don't want me, mama, you don't have to stall. If you don't want me, mama, you don't have to stall. I can get me more women than a passenger train can haul. Now let me be your sidetrack, baby, till your main line come. Baby, let me be your sidetrack till your main line come. When I can do more switching than your main line ever done. Get late. Now it's your turn, son.
Yeah? I'll do a new one here, the one I wrote, called I'm a Burnt Child and Afraid of Fire.
I'm a burnt child?
Yeah.
You mean like you touch fire?
That's right,
You've been burnt once?
Yeah, but kids, take a kid's hand, you know, you put him on fire, you know, if you burn him, he ain't gonna get him put it there no more.
Yeah.
So that you know what the song was wrote about. Go ahead, friend. And the key F, bro.
You got
F sharp.
Oh, yeah, F sharp. I'm a burnt one, 1944. But woman, I ain't gonna let that happen to me no more. Cause I'm a burnt child, woo, and I'm afraid of fire. I took your woman in, treat her like a queen, but I don't see why she treat me so mean. Cause I'm a burnt child, woo, and I'm afraid of fire. If you didn't want me, baby, why didn't you dog my old heart around? Oh, you just could told me, baby, you know how to walk right on out of your town. You can't plant cotton, back together corn. You can't take right and make it wrong. Cause I'm a burnt child, woo, Sonny Terry. Well, I know I'm getting old, just can't hardly see. But woman, I ain't gonna let you make a fool of me. Cause I'm a burnt child, woo, oh, Sonny Fred, you know I'm afraid. Yeah, 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 yes, you know I'm Fred, 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 or Fred of Fire. Woo!
Sonny, you know, there's people been trying to figure out how you play that harp, but I don't guess anybody ever will. Tony Glover wrote a book on how to play the French harp, harmonica, whatever you call it, and he had to give up on it. At the end of the book, he said, just listen to the records and watch closely when somebody like Sonny Terry plays. It's the best you can do. How many different harps do you have there?
I have about 4 different ones here now.
G.
Oh, yeah, I have about 50 in all, yeah. What you done, Lord, Lord, Lord. He's a rider. Go see what you done. You made me love you, and now your man done come. Sing it, hey, 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 hey. You catch me stealing. Well, please don't tell on me, Lord, Lord, Lord. You catch me stealing. Woo, don't tell on me. Stealing from my rider back to my used to be. Sing it. Hey, hey, oh, hey, hey. Woo! 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 Honey, what is this on your mind, Lord, Lord, Lord? Oh, easy rider. Honey, what is this on your mind? You keep me worried and wringing my old hand and crying. Sing it, hey, 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 hey. Rider, oh, see what you done, Lord, Lord, Lord. Oh, easy rider, oh, see what you done. You made me love you, and now your other man done come. Sing it, hey, hey. Oh, hey, hey, woo, woo, woo.
25 years ago, when Sonny Terry and Brownie McGee and me first met, we were young and broke in New York City.
That's right.
Now they're traveling all around the world. You've been on with Harry Belafonte's show, haven't you?
That's right.
Going on 3rd year.
Yeah, 3rd year.
3rd year. But we meet occasionally and swap some songs. I keep thinking, though, of the old-time songs as well as the new. When I first heard Sonny playing, it was just a brand new thing. I remember I went around to a fellow who was writing a musical show for Broadway, and I said, there's a harmonica player you just got to work into your show somehow. And he said, well, what kind of music does he play? And I said, you never heard anything like it. So I played him one of your records, Sonny, and he wrote the part into it. And of course, as you know, the show Finian's Rainbow ran for about 2 or 3 years.
That's right, yeah. 2 years on Something on Broadway.
And Sonny Terry played the opening piece every night to start the whole show off.
That's right.
Mm-hmm. Well, now we're gotten more money in the bank, maybe. But you know, this old world still's got problems.
Yeah.
And sometimes I think that you can solve so many problems yourself, but other problems takes the whole doggone world. You know, no matter how much money you got, those bombs can still fall down on your head.
That's right.
I'm gonna lay down my sword and shield down by the riverside, down by the riverside, down by the riverside. Lay down my sword and shield down by the riverside. Study war no more. Sing it with me, Brownee.
I ain't gonna study war no more. Ain't gonna study war no more. Ain't gonna study war no more. Study war no more. Study war no more. Ain't gonna study war no more. Ain't gonna study war no more.
Yes, I'm gonna talk with the Prince of Peace down by the riverside, down by the riverside, down by the riverside. Talk with the Prince of Peace down by the riverside. Study war no more.
I ain't gonna study war no more. I ain't gonna study war no more. Ain't gonna study war no more. Study war no, 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 no. Ain't gonna study war no more. Ain't gonna study war no more.
Yes, I'm gonna shake hands with every man down by the riverside, down by the riverside, down by the riverside. Shake hands with every man down by the riverside. Study war no more. I ain't gonna study war no more. I ain't gonna study war no more. Ain't gonna study war. Study war no more. Study war no more. Study war no more. Ain't gonna study war no more. Yes, I'm gonna shake hands around the world down by the riverside, down by the riverside, down by the riverside. Shake hands around the world down by the riverside. Study war no more. Yes, study war no more. Study war no more. Study war no more. Study war no more. Ain't gonna study war no more. Ain't gonna study war no more. Let's sing one more time. Ain't gonna study war no more. Ain't gonna study war no more. Ain't gonna study war no more. Study war no more. Ain't gonna study war no more. Ain't gonna study war no more. You know, you'd think we'd done rehearsed that.
Yeah, it sounds like old times.
Yeah. Now, Brownie, I know you and Sonny have traveled. You told me when you got back from India how you did a tour there some years back, and so you've seen the misery in the world as well as the good times. But I don't know what song you'd been intending to play, but there's one I really hope you'll play before this program's over, is the blues you wrote, because, well, it says just what I want to say. It says, the one that says, we may be fighting a losing battle, but we'll have a lot of fun trying to win.
Yeah, that's...
I think that's one of the best songs you ever wrote.
Yeah, that's an F. Yeah, Pete, that song got its origin in the hills of California, and we had to go all the way to England to sing it, but we got it across, and that was 4 or 5 years ago, and we sing it everywhere we go. But, we just made a tour of Australia, but you know how it is. I like to sing it. It means the same thing. Yeah, let's go. You know it's hard loving another man's girlfriend. Can't see her when you want to, got to see her when you can. We may be fighting or losing battle, but having a lot of fun or trying to win. I thought it over, these 2 points of view. Woo! I found out a one-way love ain't no good for two. We may be fighting or losing battle, but having a lot of fun or trying to win. I watch the sun when it rises, people until it fades away. I have nothing but sleepless nights. Oh yes, and an endless day. I asked my baby, should I go away? Man wants me to leave. Do you want me to stay? We may be fighting or losing battle, but having a lot of fun, yes, or trying to win. Do it one time for yourself. We may be fighting or losing battle, but having a lot of fun, whoa, or trying to win. Do it one time for me now. We may be fighting, losing battle, but having a lot of fun, whoa, yes, trying to win. Let's do it one time for everybody around the world. We may be fighting, losing battle, but having a lot of fun, whoa, trying to win. Woo! Ain't that the beautiful truth?
It sure is. Hey, before they turn off those cameras, I think we ought to tell anybody out there who likes to learn the words of that song, you can get it. It's published.
That's right.
Peter, Paul, and Mary recorded it, didn't
That's
it?
right.
That's right.
A&M twins.
Yeah. So that's the best thing, you know. Brownie'd be glad if you'd learn his songs and sing them.
We record. We've got 2 records on it. Yeah, we're gonna make it possible for these lyrics to get out a little more.
Well, in the evening, baby, when the sun go down, in the evening, baby, when the sun go down, ain't lonesome, ain't lonesome, ain't lonesome, when you're not around, when the sun go down. Bigger, Brownie.
Sunrise in the east, and it goes down in the west. down in the west. Well, it's hard to tell now which one will treat you the best
when the sun go down. Sonny, you play it once.
Sweethearts and pals, I'm going away. I'll be back to see you all again some old rainy day. In the evening, when the sun go down.
You know who I always think of when I sing that song? Oh, Big Bill.
Yeah.
Big Bill Brownee.
That's right.
I was on the last booking he ever sung, a little children's camp in Michigan. He'd spent the whole summer there, and the kids loved him. And I was just traveling through and was singing there one evening, and he said, "Pete, I don't know if I'll ever sing again. I'm going under the knife next week." I said, "What is it?" He said, "I got cancer." And he lived another year, but the surgeon came so near his vocal cords that he could only speak in a kind of a hoarse whisper.
Mm-hmm. You know the agreement that was signed between me and him and Sonny?
No.
He would have the operation providing we'd go to England in his place.
Is that right?
In his living room. He did the night letter and the call and got us to talk to Lynn Dutton, the agent over there, and Chris Fowler. He told us, says, "Now I've got Brownee and Sonny here at my house. They won't refuse to come. But we've made a definite agreement. I won't be able to come to England anymore, but they're going to come and represent me on their own."
Good.
And he said, "I'm taking this operation, providing you all go to England."
I got it.
And that was it, and we stayed there. And we did our last recording session out there in one of the old big United. I think Bill did his last sessions there, and then Sonny and I went in at 3 o'clock in the morning, and we did a session there, too.
My God.
And it was a great I didn't get to see him anymore after that.
Well, in you, Bill is going to keep on going.
Bill will live forever.
That's right.
Sing some blues, Brownee.
Yeah, I would like to do one, Pete, and it's called Don't Pity Me. Don't misinterpret the title, but it has some wonderful story behind it. And I'm going to try to sing that. You put me down, going up the hill, leaving in your heart someday that I'd stand still. People, you know life is just one bitter pill. Oh, yes, it is. Don't pity me. Too proud to beg, you understand. I can make it, God knows, if anyone else can. But I know time waits for no man, no, no, so don't pity me. You know why? I can walk by myself, stay by myself. I don't even have to bother you. Oh, well, friends, I guess my only happiness is just to hold on to my blues. Skies are blue, so am I. Pretending I'm happy, God knows I'm dissatisfied. Because I'm just too mean to cry. Oh no, don't pity me. Once upon a time, your time was my time all the time. But it seems like the time you had for me now is gone. People, you know I'm having a little tough luck. I'm not gonna give up. I'm gonna just keep on holding on. I'm hardening my heart. It has no more pain. Every loss, don't you know, it's gonna be my gain. 'Cause I know time gonna change everything. Oh yes, don't pity me. I can walk by myself, stay by myself. I don't even have to bother you. Oh well, friends, I guess my only happiness is just to hold on to my blue skies of dew. So am I pretending I'm happy? Oh Lord, I'm just satisfied. But I'm just too mean to cry. Oh yes I am. Don't pity me. Too mean. Sometimes I get evil, but don't pity me. Too evil to cry.
Son,
Yeah?
before this program's over, I think we have to have one more harmonica piece. Harp
Okay.
piece. Let me tell you out there, in case you're wondering how Sonny gets these sounds out of the harp, he plays it upside down. Well, I mean, it's like most people pick a harp in the key of G and they play a song in the key of G. G da 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 dee 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 goes out in out in out in out. But some plays just the opposite. This is the old time blues harmonica style, where you get a G harp and you always play in D. You get a D harp and you always play in A. And you get a C harp and you play in G.
That's right.
In other words, you play out, in, out, in, out, in, out. Well, take off, son.
Who in the blues?
It's wrong so long, you gonna stay that way.
Easy.
Son, keep the same harp and in the same key, same station. We'll just end off with a chorus or two, Old Saints Go Marching In.
Okay.
Which we sang 25 years ago. When I
That's
first
right.
met you, we were playing it. Oh, when the Saints go marching in, when the Saints go marching in, oh, Lord, I want to be in that number when the Saints go marching in. When the sun begins to shine, begins to sun begins to shine. Oh Lord, I want to be in that number where the sun begins to shine. Oh, had I a golden thread and needle so fine, I'd weave a magic strand of rainbow design, of rainbow design. In it I'd weave the bravery of women giving birth. In it I'd weave the innocence of children over all the earth, children of all earth. Far over the waters I'd reach my magic band to every city, through every single land, through every land. Show my brothers and my sisters my rainbow design. Bind up this old